What's good, YouTube, man? Welcome back. It's your boy J Reacts TV, man, and we back again with another video. I ain't even do that for me, but anyways, without further ado, man, as y'all see by the title of the thumbnail, we're gonna react to Tommy G. Feel me? The big and one only G. Feel me? Nah, but yeah. So he took it. Says inside Chicago's massive immigrant crisis. So I guess we back in Chicago. We about to see how to how things looking like with the immigration over there. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna see. Without further ado, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure y'all turn on our post notifications on our, so when I upload, make sure that bell is on for me. So you ain't even gotta like type my name in. You could just you could be chilling and you could be eating, getting some pussy, you know what I'm saying? And then my shit gonna pop up on your phone, ding. And then whenever you done, whenever you ready, you just click on my shit. For me, ain't that hard. Without further ado, man, let's get into this video, man.
Me llamo Tommy G, estoy en Chicago con los Venezuelans.
Oh, he almost died. That nigga almost killed himself. Try to be cute, almost died, nigga. Little nigga almost died.
6320 University.
Wait.
Venezuela.
Shit. Yo, I swear to God, sometimes Chicago be confusing me because the shit be looking like New York, bro.
Get in their stores, enjoy this journey.
And I could definitely do that. Facts.
You're talking to people, get in their stores, enjoy this journey.
To understand Chicago's migrant crisis, let's first start by covering what has been going on in the country responsible for most of the migrants, Venezuela. For years, Venezuela has been suffering from hyperinflation. It began in the 1980s with double-digit inflation, and in 2019, the Central Bank of Venezuela estimates that inflation reached over 53 million%. Among the list of reasons of why this has happened is rampant government corruption and extreme amounts of money printing. This has resulted in massive shortages of food, medicine, and access to electricity. So,
is it dumb for me, or is it slow for me to say how these other world countries? Would you call it a third world country? I don't know if it's third world country, but how do these countries in other states, not states, because it's really just countries like Mexico and stuff like that. How do they go through this, far as inflation and all this other stuff that's going on in the world, just the decrease of money and resources and stuff like that, to where people gotta move to the United States and stuff, you know what I'm saying? What is causing that? What is really caused? I don't know, bro. I what caused that? Is it the government? Is it the people itself? Is it the land? Is it drying up? Is it not a lot of resources enough for people to survive, to where they have to up the budget and everything is expensive? What is really the main, and what is the source of the problem? What really caused this? You get what I'm saying?
In order to survive,
I know before, back in the days, maybe it's been going on for the longest, but I remember when I was younger, we didn't talk about people moving, coming across Mexico because of financial problems. Not much. It was just more of it was hard. The rules and regulations out there is different, and I guess more harder than it is than in United States, to where now they gotta move into United States. But I don't know.
The Venezuelans have resorted to fleeing to other countries for a chance at a better life. Places like Colombia, Panama, Peru, and the United States. To get to the United States, migrants have to brave the Darien Gap, where they not only have to contend with snake bites and drowning, but also armed paramilitary groups that prey on migrants. Then they have to pass through the Panamanian jungle on foot and have to survive going through Mexico, where they may be robbed and beaten by both Mexican police and cartel affiliates. And finally, they make it to the US. And in places like Texas, government officials have decided to bus migrants to sanctuary cities like New York and Chicago to deal with the issue. Today, we go into the migrant camps, speak to the people, and speak to local residents on how the crisis is affecting their life. Let's begin.
I feel
here's one thing you need to do
something
before
like that.
You buy anything online. Don't spend another dime
go
on Amazon until you watch
to one state. That's a state that you really gotta go to, for me to just to get the impact or get a conclusion of what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? Because Just because
So we're downtown Chicago. This is the nice, fancy area of the downtown. But hidden in plain sight is actually the hotel that's hosting the most migrants across the whole city.
It's the same place as somewhere else, or you know what I'm saying, or it could be worse than that place.
And that's going to be our first stop of the day to investigate this story and see what the hell is going on with this migrant crisis that's hitting the country. This is something that a lot of American cities are going to have to contend with. Chicago and New York are in emergency situations. Their budgets are going crazy. They're going to be heavily in debt because of this crisis. We're going to have to figure out how we want to operate as a country.
More than 17,000 migrants are currently calling Chicago home and are being housed in places like the O'Hare Airport, police stations, universities, and other temporary shelters, which leads some Chicago residents to wonder why they aren't helping Chicago's homeless in the same way that they're helping Chicago's migrants. Also, just a side note, a migrant is a person that is here on temporary work. I don't even know if the word migrant is the appropriate term for these Venezuelan folks.
¿Y dónde eres?
De Venezuela.
Mucha de la gente que están aquí son de Venezuela, ¿sí?
La mayoría, sí, señor.
¿Qué está ocurrido en Venezuela?
La situación económica, para la familia no hay nada.
¿Fue difícil encontrar un trabajo en Venezuela?
Muy difícil conseguir trabajo en Venezuela.
¿Qué fue tu trabajo antes de la crisis?
Construcción.
¿Qué es tu experiencia en América ahora?
Tengo un poco de haber llegado, pero es diferente a lo que uno está acostumbrado a ver, pues.
¿Cuántos días está en Estados Unidos?
Tengo una semana apenas que llegué.
¿Qué quieres ser en tu futuro?
Para poder estar aquí legalmente y conseguir un buen trabajo.
Señor, ¿quieres compartir tu cuenta? Dígame sobre tu viaje aquí.
Vamos en el tren, pasando la selva.
¿Conoces la bestia?
La bestia, claro. Lo más peligroso fue Monterrey, Reynosa. Te quitan la cantidad de dinero, te matan, te quitan los niños.
¿El cartel o la policía?
No, los carteles.
¿Sientes más tranquilo ahora en los Estados Unidos?
Claro, es.
¿Qué disfruta más sobre Estados Unidos?
Porque hay seguridad, este es un país seguro.
Claro.
¿Eres con tu familia aquí?
Sí, tengo mis 2 hijos y mi mujer.
¿Por qué viajas aquí a Estados Unidos?
Vengo de Colombia. Colombia se está poniendo igual que Venezuela ya. No tenía trabajo, todo se está poniendo caro, no se consigue trabajo.
¿Haces la viaje a la bestia?
Sí, claro.
¿Con tu hija?
Con mi hija. 3 días viajando en la bestia con mi hija y 3 días en la selva del Darién. Con mi hija y mi otro hijo y mi señora.
¿Qué piensas sobre
Damn, what the
Estados Unidos?
fuck? That nigga was on some Diego shit. Nigga said I had to travel on the train through the jungle with his daughter, son, and
Con
wife.
mi hija. 3 días viajando en la bestia con mi hija y 3 días en la selva del Darién.
Jungle
Con mi
Darien,
hija y
my
mi otro
daughter,
hijo y mi
my other
señora.
son, and my
¿Qué
wife.
piensas sobre Estados Unidos?
Aquí muy bien, gracias a Dios, todo bien.
Are you a local Chicagoan?
I am not. I am from about an hour away.
Should we continue to be sanctuary cities, or should we say, hey, enough is enough?
We should continue to be a sanctuary city, and instead of complaining about the symptoms of why we have people coming in and what a strain it is on our systems, our resources, our communication, our transportation, we should help the antecedent issues with it. One, help the people find a way to make their countries better. Help the people find a way.
I don't think people know how simple that is. That could really be. Like, if everybody really come together as a community, as a whole, and try to find a way to better other countries that need help, then countries like Venezuela, Colombia, all them other places, people that like that, they want to have to travel, or they want to have to come and travel to the state and take over your jobs, because a lot of people in America is complaining about that. Oh, these Mexicans, these Indians, these taking over my job, and cool. So find a solution to where both of y'all could be happy. You get what I'm saying? Like, hold on, my fault, y'all. Find it to where they have stable homes and jobs. The economic is better, you know what I'm saying?
To assimilate in society, not just coming into the larger cities, but also into different parts of the U.S. and even other countries too.
The biggest holder of the migrants in the city is just down the street. How is it impacting the city right now?
I have some friends who some of the migrants are staying next door to them. They're struggling with that a little bit. One day is empty building, next day there's a community there, and they're complaining about the noise, they're complaining about some of the behavior. it's a tough situation because you feel sorry for individuals who's trying to make a better life for themselves. So it's like no one's fault, but then it's not a good situation for anybody. This country has a homeless issue. Now you can build tents and find places for people that wasn't here 2 weeks ago. What's this issue that you got homelessness in this country that you can't find money to do?
It looks like they're putting them up in like the fancy hotels too. That's what I thought was kind of interesting. It's not like they're putting people in the Super 8 motel.
Well, it's not premier. The location is, but it's like what's available. That was a hotel that's empty, so it's like, okay.
I know that of the projected city budget, it's supposed to be over 500 million in deficit next year. A third of it's going to be because of the migrant issue. Do you think there's going to be more awareness or protest in Chicago? Because I see some communities that are fiercely against it.
For them to just sit up here with this crap and we're supposed to listen to it.
I'm the deputy mayor for Immigrant, Migrant, and Refugee Rights.
These decisions need to be brought to the community.
How can you come into a community and dump people in our community? This is not fair.
It's going to destroy our business. It's going to destroy our hopes and dreams.
Some communities that are fiercely for it.
We should
What I said, niggas is, I told you, there's people out there that is really about that. Like, they really feel some type of way about other people coming into their country and taking over their jobs. Because you got to think about it. It's like a nigga coming into your home and taking your wife or your kids or your life, for that matter. You get what I'm saying? It's like that. So they just feel violated and just, you know what I'm saying? All this extra stuff. Not me, because I don't really give a fuck. But they just feel like that, and that's why they protest, and that's why they gotta figure it out.
So guys, I think I misspoke. I looked up Chicago residents happy about the migrant shelter and could only find protest videos. So looks like no one actually in the city is happy about it.
$500 million, that's a lot. Where was that before? Why is this migrant thing all of a sudden money is falling out of the tree?
Imagine other places at the border. Governor Abbott is shipping about 40 or 50 people from Texas every single day. How do you feel about Governor Abbott doing that?
It's sort of like, come on, man. You know what I mean? But then you say, okay, well, I want you to feel the pain that I'm feeling, right? I understand that, but it seems like that he's trying to make it difficult for you versus turn into a more political statement to show you up versus trying to really be helpful.
Do you think Chicago should continue to be a sanctuary city, I should say?
I think it has to be. I run the Chicago Marathon every year, and we talk about, you run through all these different ethnic neighborhoods. So one minute we're saying we're this big international city, and then you can't be a big international city and not be welcome.
Yep, that's a fact. Niggas don't be knowing what they really want in life, bro. Niggas don't be knowing, bro.
¿Qué está ocurriendo en Venezuela ahora?
Venezuela está hecho un desastre, ahorita no hay empleo.
¿Es la falta de gobierno?
Claro.
¿Piensa que Maduro ganó la elección o no?
No, ellos son los que llevan el control de todo, de máquinas las controlan ellos, es la única forma que puedan ganar.
¿Qué es tu sueño de un trabajo?
Tener un trabajo estable y estar bien aquí.
¿Tú compras este coche en Estados Unidos?
Sí.
¿Cuánto cuesta?
$3,000. Aquí en Estados Unidos tú trabajas y tienes todo, carro, moto, casa, todo.
¿Cómo peligroso es este barrio?
Un poco peligroso.
¿Conoces personas que fue robaron?
Sí,
robaron.
Sí, a mí me robaron. A un amigo también.
Escucho que fue robaron.
Se llevaron el catalizador. El carro estaba parado allá frente a la escuela, se metieron y cortaron.
¿Cómo es tu experiencia en Estados Unidos ahora?
Es un país
muy bueno,
¿Qué piensas sobre socialistas y comunistas?
Socialismo resulta ser como un cáncer.
Hola. We can in here? Oh, I thought some of the guys invited us in. I don't know. Chicago is really cutting down on access here. I get it. Me gusta tu Jordans. ¿Cuántas semanas está aquí en Estados Unidos?
1 year, 3 months.
¿Qué es tu experiencia en Estados Unidos?
Una experiencia buena.
Hay algunas personas que están enojados. Ellos dicen, hay personas sin casa que están americanos, veterans de guerreros que no reciben dinero o casas, y ellos ven hombres de Venezuela reciben cuartos y más y ellos están enojados. ¿Qué piensas sobre esto?
Solo se ve aquí lo superficial, pero por dentro no saben cómo es por dentro. En un cuarto vemos 30, 20 personas, y una camilla pequeña.
I feel like that's still like not fucked up, but that's still bad because you have people that really fought for this country and they don't have nowhere to sleep, nowhere to go, nothing. You know what I'm saying? And then you have people that's immigrants and they have somewhere to go or somewhere to stay, which is good. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that's bad or nothing, but it should be equal. You get what I'm saying? Like it should definitely be equal, even if they, even if they gotta sleep in one room, 20, 30 niggas in one room. Each person got a bed. Like at least they got a bed. They got shelter, a food, warmth. Like you get what I'm saying? Like that's what matters. You know what I'm saying? Like everything else comes later, bro. Everything else come later. Like.
Hola, hola, ¿cómo estás?
Hola.
¿Qué estás cocinando?
Pequeños.
Muy rico y sabroso.
Rico, sabroso.
¿Disfruta tu vida en Estados Unidos?
Sí, trabajando para la familia.
Them shits look. I don't even know what the.
Muchas gracias por la comida, muy sabroso. El señor más guapo en todo Chicago aquí, ¿Cómo es vida en Chicago? Más stable y seguro.
Sí, seguro.
Give my bears a haircut in the park.
Stable y seguro.
Sí, seguro.
¿Cuánto cuesta para un cortar de pelo?
Un corte, 40, 35.
No necesito un corte.
40, so
no,
what?
Aquí, pero aquí sí. Mi esposo dice que es un salva aquí.
A Chicago,
Okay.
Para la película puedes mudar tu booty como esto. ¿Conoces twerk?
Twerking, yes, but no.
¿Eres un cocinera?
Sí.
Yo, why you asking niggas if they could twerk? Like, hey, yo.
Vivir
what are you
¿Cuántos
doing, bro?
dólares por día necesita?
20 la hora, sería bueno.
Tiene un buen día, okay? So guys, this has been very interesting to see. I mean, these people are making the best of their situation. They're making do. They're cooking in the park. They're building community, and they're doing the best they can. So you can't really fault the Venezuelans. We would do the same exact thing in their shoes. And literally everyone we've talked to, all they want to do is be able to work. That's all anyone ever said. No one said, I want a Lamborghini, I want a mansion. Let's continue this journey. Well,
none of that shit matters, bro.
How much is this ticket gonna be? $75 ticket.
Eso lo paga YouTube.
YouTube will pay for that.
2023 best way to make
definitely
money
will.
on Amazon is not.
It definitely will.
And just a block away, we got the migrant crisis happening. What is that like, experiencing that in your neighborhood?
I believe that the city of Chicago should have did a little bit more for the residents, but it's like there's no order over here.
Some people are upset because they're saying, you know what, there's a lot of Americans here that need help. We have some really tough neighborhoods, we have veterans, we have homeless that we're not really taking care of. But hey, brand new people that just got here from Venezuela, put them up in a hotel, put them up here. What are your thoughts on that?
I work for the Department of Children and Family Services, and I see the homeless crisis happening in Chicago. In the wintertime, we're passing out blankets, but not trying to get into a heated place. I believe that the funds that's been spent for the migrants should have been spent for the residents here, stabilize them, and then move on to helping others.
So they say Chicago is going to be over $500,000 in debt, and a third of that issue is going to be because of the migrant crisis. What does that make you think?
The taxpayers.
Yeah.
One thing, I didn't support Trump, but I did support he wasn't bringing over Moors to the United States of America.
Should Chicago remain a sanctuary city?
I think that we should remain a sanctuary.
Now that he said that, now I understand why Trump was doing what he was doing. You get what I'm saying? Because he definitely was on some shit, like not trying to bring them over and shit, and you feel me? And like because okay, I see.
Sanctuary city under certain terms and laws, but not just, but then bringing over Moors to the United States of America.
Should Chicago remain a sanctuary city?
I think that we should remain a sanctuary city under certain terms and laws, but not just busing 15,000 people over a day or no place to put them.
No, I ain't gonna lie. If niggas moving that much people a day, then hell yeah, man. That nigga's bugging.
Your life. They're right over there. There's hundreds of them. How is that impact?
Anybody come into your house and say "F with you" in your street?
Is that what they're doing?
Whoa! I didn't expect that nigga voice to sound like that. What the fuck? Yo, I did not expect boy voice to sound that deep and like raspy. That's just
Anybody coming to your house has impacted your life. They're right.
First of all, I thought you were about to pop on him.
How is that impacting? Anybody coming to your house and say with you in your skin? Is that what they're doing? I'm right here. It's cool if you knew me, right? Yeah. But you don't know me. Yeah. So it's kind of awkward. Yeah. Do you think Chicago should still be a sanctuary city?
Oh, it always is a sanctuary city.
Do you want more people to come in?
They ain't got a problem them coming. Is you staying without you paying?
Oh, that nigga voice threw me off. I'm about to say that's
when you see the Chicago government handing out tons of money, hundreds of millions of dollars to the migrants, but then we have our homeless, we have our tough neighborhoods, we have our veterans. What does that make you feel?
Where the money going?
Just down the street, there's hundreds of migrants. Across the city, there's thousands of migrants. How has it impacted your life as a Chicago resident?
It hasn't affected me though. I don't have a problem with it.
Are you glad that Chicago is a sanctuary city?
That's me.
So Governor Abbott from Texas, are you glad that Chicago is a sanctuary city? So Governor Abbott from Texas, he's been sending migrants that arrive there. He's been sending 40 or 50 of them at a time in a bus, and now it's built up to thousands of migrants. What is your message if you could talk to Governor Abbott?
What you do for others, you should do for everybody. I believe that everybody needs help.
The next president runs goes on a platform of closing down our borders. Would doing that make you want to vote for him?
Nah, that would make me vote for him though.
All right, folks, we brought you an inside look to the Chicago migrant
not a biased
crisis.
nigga. I respect it.
That's
me. I'm not biased.
Love you. See you next week.
Whatever. For me, I'm not biased and shit. You feel me? That's like whatever I'm feeling. That's how I'm feeling. Like but I definitely fuck with this. I like that I got to see different people's perspective on coming to their city, like far as being people that's already residents and stuff like that, and and people that's migrants and that's just coming to the city to work and do things and stuff like that. I just hope everything's just sort itself out, man. Just gotta gotta do better. We gotta do better as a city, as a country, as a whole, like as a world, as everything. You feel me? But I want to keep y'all too long already for me. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. That's pretty much it for the original video. I can't even speak. That's it for the video, man. If y'all like it, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure y'all turn on the post notification. Make sure that bell is on so y'all know when I upload original video. This is gonna be in the link in the description box down below. Yeah, and we out. Peace.